Welcome to the Audience Converter Podcast, the podcast for converting your audience from strangers to loyal fans. We dive deep and discuss how entrepreneurs, consultants, and coaches can level up their business to help more people in the world. Now here's your host, the creator of the Audience Conversion Method, Kimberly Weitkamp.
Do you struggle with getting your message in front of the right people? I don't mean figuring out which of the many social media channels to be out there. Whenever you have a new offer or a new opportunity or even a new resource that you really want to share with your community, do you struggle with getting your community to actually open your emails? I have created a really awesome in-depth workshop where we'll go through exactly how you can use a welcome series. It's a series of 5 to 7 emails that people get when they first join your list that creates a curated customer experience and leads to higher engagement rates, higher conversion rates, and higher open and click rates. You can join me and grab your ticket at theaudienceconverter.com/workshop. If you've ever wanted to create an engaged community that you know is going to be more eager to open your messages, learn about your offerings, and of course, expand the audience in which see your offer and have the opportunity to invest their time, energy, resources, and money with you, this is definitely an option for you to get those welcome series written. So this 3-hour workshop will be a get it done style, training, time to write, and time to get feedback. Grab your ticket at theaudienceconverter.com/workshop. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Audience Converter Podcast. We are continuing our series on the strangers to loyal fans, exactly how you can convert people from strangers to loyal fans by outlining the basics of a lead generation funnel. That's what the marketing speak is called, but I like to talk about it as, the audience introduction funnel for you, because remember, every single one of your leads is actually a person. They're a person. They have a name, they have a job, they have a life outside of whatever it is that you are selling. And oftentimes it's really easy for us to overlook the fact that these people, they're individuals, right? When we talk about lead generation, it's really easy for us to think about, oh, it's just a bunch of names. I have X number of subscribers on my list. And really, you don't want to be highlighting the fact that you have so many people. You're wanting to make sure that it's the right people. You're bringing them in with the right message. They're at the right stage of being ready to work with you. In the previous episodes of this series, we have talked a little bit about making sure to choose the right lead magnet, then how to create and craft the right landing page to get people into your subscriber list and make sure they actually ask for the download. So today we are continuing our series and talking about a nurture sequence, or use your gift sequence is what it's more commonly referred to, I think. A lot of people don't necessarily have a name for it, but it's a, hey, you asked for this thing, why don't you let me give it to you, and why don't you actually use it? But before we dive into the nurture series, I just want to let everyone out there know the thing that comes after the nurture series is a welcome series. And that creates a curated customer experience for every person who joins your list. And there's a lot of power in that. And what it does is it also helps you build the know, like, and trust factor. And it leads people to being ready to invest more with you, whether with time, with resources, with money, whatever that looks like for you. The welcome series can lead from any different gift. Okay, we're talking about a particular funnel here. We've talked about lead magnets and landing pages, and today we're going to talk about the nurture sequence. But you're going to create each of those items separately for every single gift option you have to lead into your list. But when we talk about welcome series, we are actually going to be talking about what comes after the gift. And that's the introduction to your list overall. So if you are interested in writing your welcome series, I am actually offering a Write Your Welcome Series Get It Done style workshop. It's going to be a 3-hour live workshop, and it's going to be hosted on December 10th at 1 p.m. Central. And during those 3 hours, we're not only going to dive really deep into the fundamentals of a welcome series and what it does and how you can use it properly, we are also going to be giving you time to write it, to get those words down, to have detailed outlines or even rough drafts of your emails, and you'll have a chance to get live feedback and ask all of the questions you might have around lead generation and welcome series. So head on over to theaudienceconverter.com/workshop to sign up and grab your ticket for the Write Your Welcome series style workshop. It's only $197, and it's including the time to get peer reviews of your emails, to get feedback from people who might be your ideal audience, and to get feedback from me, a conversion copywriter, somebody who's written quite a lot of welcome series and help people achieve up to 80% open rates. But before we talk about welcome series, the first thing that's going to come is a nurture sequence. So let's talk and dive in a little bit into the nurture sequence. So it's really tempting to have it in our heads that when people sign up for a gift from us, they're going to immediately jump to it. They're going to be so excited, overwhelmed, can't wait for it to arrive in their inbox, and they're going to dive in right then and there and consume that lead magnet, consume that free gift, that free video, that free checklist, whatever it is that we're creating for them. And the reality is a little bit different. Oftentimes, people create lead magnets. They create those free gifts for use as an incentive to continue a conversation when somebody comes across you, whether that's in a podcast, whether that's in a summit, or oftentimes when it's in a gift giveaway, right? Those are really popular methods to build your list, and it's a very valuable tool if you do it properly. So think about that. If somebody is hearing you on a summit, for example, and they hear about your gift and they go and sign up, but guess what? There's another speaker coming up right after you who also has a gift. So they might sign up for 5 or 10 gifts over the course of 3 or 4 days. The same type of thing happens with a giveaway. And what can happen is people get distracted, right? Things happen. We're not remembering what we signed up for. So the nurture sequence, the whole purpose of it is to actually make sure that people use the gift that you're giving them. So the point of the nurture sequence is to encourage people to actually use your gift. It's really, really tempting to just assume that people are going to sign up. They're going to get that confirmation email, which is really fun. And we're going to dive into how to craft a really interesting confirmation email in a later episode. And then they're going to, get whatever that gift is. Or if you have it set up where somebody requests access to the gift, and then, of course, you lead them straight to the download, right? The PDF, the video, whatever it is, they have immediate access. And when that happens, here's the deal. They may consume it right then. They may not consume it right then. It might take them a few days, a few hours, a few weeks until they actually have the time to sit down. So what you want to do is you want to encourage people to use your gift as soon as possible to build that positive momentum and keep it going. So the point of a nurture sequence is to send out emails, A, reminding people that they asked for a gift from you, B, encouraging them to use that gift, and C, to give them a hint as to the benefit of using the gift. So you want to highlight why they asked for the gift. Why did somebody decide that that gift idea was really powerful, was really useful, was something they were interested in having? For example, if somebody grabs one of my gifts is the Ultimate Lunch Checklist. It's a very high value gift that I give out where people have a breakdown of every single piece of copy or marketing material they may need for a launch. It is 4 pages long. It's really in-depth and it's broken out into what happens and what you're going to need before you open access to your cart, during access to your cart, and after your cart closes and what happens next. So it's a list of all of these different types of things for copy or marketing materials you might need. But I want to remind people that they asked for it. And the reason why they're going to want that is because they want to know where to start. They want to know what they might be missing. So I would highlight in my nurture sequence why somebody would ask for that specific checklist. Why is it that people might want it? What benefit can it bring to them? It can help them stay organized during a launch. It can reduce stress during a launch. It can help them get started with their launch if they're not sure where to start. It can help people organize their time better, figure out timelines and deadlines. There are so many different benefits and reasons why people should go ahead and download the gift immediately and start using it. So oftentimes I'm reaching people who are about to start a launch or who are in the middle of a launch with that particular item. And that's kind of what you're wanting to use your nurture sequence for. You are wanting to highlight what they're going to get when they actually go and use your gift. Let's say, for example, your gift is a 3-day video series. So you want to make sure that they're going to go and actually watch those videos, right? So each day you're going to send an email telling people what are they going to learn about in these videos? Why would these videos be useful to them? And why should they take the 5 to 10 minutes now to watch the videos as opposed to waiting until some point in the future? Because the reality is, if they wait, if they have in their head, oh, you know what, I need more time to do this, I will mess with it later, later almost never happens. That's why you use a nurture sequence. That's why you highlight the benefits of why they asked for this particular gift in the first place. And this also lets it build anticipation with your people because they can see that you're an expert. And once they consume that gift, they get a little bit more in-depth knowledge about who you are, who you serve, and how you're going to help them. So you really want people to actually consume the lead magnet that they get. I don't have exact numbers, but the statistics are pretty sad in terms of how many people request and sign up for these types of things and the number of people who use them. So if you want to increase your opportunity and increase your advantage and increase the likelihood that somebody will actually use this gift, you want to send a couple of emails. I usually recommend one every other day or one every 2 to 3 days to remind them, hey, you asked for this gift. Please do go check it out because few people are ever actually going to look at those gifts. Remember, especially if you're a part of a summit or a giveaway. I'm organizing a summit currently, and I'm going to have about 30 different speakers. So if somebody even attends just one day of the summit and they attend the full day, that's 6 to 7 different gifts, 6 to 7 different people, 6 to 7 different expertises they might be exposed to and really interested in. But if you don't remind them that they signed up for that, they may forget because somebody else in those, one of those other speakers on that day does remind them, hey, you asked for this gift, this is how you use it, and this is the advantage it can bring. So just a quick recap, you're going to use a nurture sequence to continue building positive momentum and to really encourage people to use whatever lead magnet you've created to bring them closer and further into your environment and further into your community, right? You want to make them a part of your audience. And while it's really awesome, right, if you go to an event and everyone hands out all these coupon codes, or even if you see something, a lot of online stores have an opportunity for you where if you hand over your email address, they'll give you a discount code, right? But if all you ever get is a coupon, if they never remind you about the advantages, or if you never actually use that coupon and never buy that first piece of product that's going to showcase what they do and how they can help you, then they're a lot less likely to continue on the path. And the same thing happens with service providers, with consultants, with online course creators, with community leaders. Anything that you do, you want to start building that rapport and building that engagement really, really early. So another advantage of the nurture sequence is when you send a message, you are showcasing to your audience that they're going to be expected to do something, whether that's go read something, click on a link, go watch a video, it doesn't matter. You are showcasing that they are going to be expected to take action every time you reach out. And that's really powerful because when you can start building that engagement early, when you can start encouraging people to opening your messages and to showcase how you're going to help them, you can showcase your expertise a little bit in this nurture sequence as well. When you're able to do all of that, it's a lot more likely that people are going to continue opening your messages in the future. And after the nurture sequence, that's when the welcome series comes in. And we'll dive deeper into exactly how to structure the welcome series and what kind of advantages that can bring for you in another episode. But if you want to get a jump on the welcome series, if you want to learn exactly how it can be used, what it can be used for, and how it can guide your audience into becoming more engaged subscribers who are eager to buy, do be sure to check out theaudienceconverter.com/workshop and grab your ticket for the Write Your Welcome Series workshop, where you will not only have time to write your actual welcome series, outline your emails, and get really in-depth knowledge about the fundamentals and the structure of a winning welcome sequence, you will have time to get peer review and my feedback on your emails to see where you're winning and the opportunities for you to excel. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Audience Converter podcast. Remember, keep calm and write some emails.
Thanks for listening to the Audience Converter podcast. For more information and important links about today's show or for access to our website, visit theaudienceconverter.com. Take a moment to rate and review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.